Regarding the latest developments with the U.S.-Israeli strikes, I honestly think a lot of it feels staged, almost like a geopolitical game where the public is being fooled. The first 12-day war looked more like a warning message to the Iranian regime and the supreme leader, basically saying, "This is serious, you need to talk." Up to that point, the attitude seemed to be that they wouldn't even take a call from Trump or discuss anything with him, especially the broader strategic demands the U.S. was pushing for. But the reality is the U.S. and Israel both know they can't just take down Iran by force or by bombing it into submission. Even many commentators admit that openly. So when people say Trump was inevitably going to war, I think it had more to do with the Iranian leadership refusing dialogue and staying completely rigid. Look at how the strikes were structured. The first waves focused heavily on top commanders and key leaders. That feels deliberate, targeting the people who carry the strongest ideological influence. What's interesting is that some figures, like the Ayatollah's son, weren't touched at all. That makes me wonder if some quiet understanding or back-channel agreement might exist, positioning certain figures as more open to future negotiations. In that sense, it almost feels like a controlled reset, removing the hardest-line elements while leaving people who might be more pragmatic. Presidents and ministers on the surface may not control much of this. And I also suspect Russia and China probably knew about the pressure campaign and allowed it to unfold after their own attempts to push Iran's leadership toward talks failed. From that angle, the whole situation looks less like chaos and more like a calculated geopolitical play.